is saying this,
Imana iravuga iki?
what is God saying?
Ngo Afrika haguruka.
For Africa to arise.
Ni igihe cyawe.
It is for your time
Gusubira mu byambere.
to go back to the ancient.
Ibyambere bya Afrika ni iki?
The past, the ancients of Africa
Ni Eden.
is Eden.
Imana irahamagara Afrika gusubizaho Eden.
God is calling Africa to return back to Eden.
Umva.
Listen.
Ejo hazaza ha Afrika.
The future of Africa,
Umva uko Bibiliya ivuga.
listen to what Bible says.
Ifite amasezerano akomeye cyane.
It has great promises.
Afrika ifite amasezerano akomeye.
Africa has great promises.
Muri Zaburi 68 ku murongo wa 31.
Psalms 68:31.
Bibiliya iravuga ngo Ethiopia ngo izongera kandi ngo izamura amaboko yayo kuwiteka.
The Bible said, declares that Cush shall reach out its arms to God.
Izongera izamura amaboko yayo kuwiteka.
Cush will reach out its arm to
Iri ni
God.
ijambo ry'ubuhanuzi.
This is a prophetic word.
Itorero rya mbere ryakundaga cyane iri sezerano.
The early church loved this promise.
Dore uko bavugaga.
This is what they will say.
Ngo Afrika ngo ni ikimenyetso cy'umugeni wa Kristo.
That Africa is a metaphor for the Gentile bride of Christ.
Ko umunyamahanga w'umunyafrika.
The Gentile bride
Cyangwa itorero ry'abanyamahanga.
or the Gentile church
Bavugaga ko ari Afrika.
was Africa.
Niko itorero rya mbere ryavugaga.
That's what the early church would say.
Bakoresheje iri jambo.
Using this word.
Ko ari umugeni wa Afrika,
That
umugeni wa
Africa
Kristo.
is the bride of Christ.
Zaburi yabivuzeho neza.
Some say it so well.
Ko abanyafrika
He predicted so well
bazongera kuvuka kandi.
that Africans will recognize spiritually again
Bongere kuba nk'Isiyoni.
and will be again new in Zion.
Nk'Isiyoni.
Like a Zion.
Zaburi ya 87 umurongo wa 3 n'uwa 6.
Psalms 87 verse 3 to 6.
Na Yesaya yavuze kuri Afrika.
Isaiah foretold about Africa.
Ngo abagiye ari abanyafrika bazongera kugaruka.
That the remnant, that God will bring forth the remnant of Africa.
Yesaya 11:11.
Isaiah 11:11.
Ngo kandi ngo abanyafrika bagiye ngo bazagarukana ituro baritura Imana. Yesaya 18:1-8.
That redeemed African people will come back with gifts to Zion.
Yesaya akomeza avuga ku gicaniro kizaba muri Afrika.
Isaiah carry on to speak about the altar in Africa.
Kizabayo.
The altar that will take place in Africa.
Avuga ko icyo gicaniro kizabaho.
He said the altar will happen. Zephaniah,
uyu munyafrika,
this African,
yavuze we hakurya y'imigezi ya Kush.
He proclaimed that beyond the rivers of Kush,
ngo hari abantu bazazanira Uwiteka amashimwe.
that God's people who should bring offerings to God.
Zephaniah 3:10.
Zephaniah 3:10.
Amos nawe yavuze ku by'abanyafrika.
Amos expressed about Africans.
Aravuga ngo abanyafrika ngo bamereye Imana nk'Abisirayeli. Uko Isirayeli imeze niko abanyafrika bameze. Uko abanyafrika bameze imbere yayo niko Abisirayeli bameze.
He said Africans to God are like Israel. The same way Israel are to God, so are Africans.
Amos 9:7.
In the book of Amos 9:7.
Amos 9:7.
Amos chapter 9.
Umva icyo Imana rero ibyo irimo ivuga.
So listen to what God is saying.
Kumuyaga w'impinduka ugiye kuza.
That the wind of change is coming.
Kandi uzatwambutsa ku gahato aho Imana idushaka.
And will force us to cross over where God wants us to be.
Niba tukomeje kuba uko tumeze,
if we continue to be as we are today,
Imana igiye guhuha umuyaga wayo.
God is blowing His wind.
Yongere ukomeze.
And will strengthen His
Uyu
wind.
muyaga udufate.
With this wind will come to us.
Wongere utwambutse hakurya.
And will force us to go across
aho Imana ishaka.
where He wants us to be.
Abanyafrika muzemere ndimuzemere.
Africa, whether you believe it or not,
Igihe cyo kuvuka cyageze.
the time of rebirth has come.
Igihe cyo kubaho cyageze.
The time of living has come.
Igihe cy'Imana yavuze cyageze.
The time that God said has come.
Igihe cy'Imana yategetse
The
cyageze.
time God has predestined us has
Muzemere
come.
ndimuzemere.
Whether you believe it or not,
Mubishime ndimubishime.
whether you believe or not,
Igihe cyo kubyara iyo cyageze umubyeyi arabyara.
when the time to give birth has come, a woman or the mother gives birth.
Muganga yaba ahari.
Whether the doctor is
Yaba
present,
atahari.
whether he's
Umwana
not,
aravuka.
the child is born.
Umwana avukira no mu murima.
A child can be birthed in the field,
Atitaye ko ari mu bitaro.
regardless of the prayers,
Kubera
whether they're
iki?
not in the hospital. Why?
umuyaga wo kuvuka uba waje,
Because the wind of birth has come.
umuyaga wo kuvuka uba waje,
The wind of birth has come.
hari umuyaga wo kuvuka uri muza,
There is a wind of birth that
uwo muyaga ugiye
is coming.
kuza,
This wind is coming.
byanze bikunze tugomba kwambuka.
Whether you like it or not, we shall cross.
umuyaga w'impinduka uzatwambutsa ku gahato aho Imana idushaka kugera. Haleluya.
Hallelujah. The wind of change will force us to cross where God wants us to be.
igihe cyose haba impindura amatwara mu gihugu cya Isirayeli, turabona ko habayeho n'impinduka mu buryo bw'umwuka.
Each time there was a change of government in Israel, there was also a change in the spiritual realm.
turabona abami bakorana n'abahanuzi mu buryo bwiza.
We see king working with the prophets in a good way.
ni ukuvuga ngo abahanuzi bakoranaga n'abami, abami bagakorana n'abahanuzi muri Isirayeli,
So we see a harmony working between the kings and the prophets. This in Israel.
kugira ngo Isirayeli ibashe kwambuka umuhamagaro wayo. igihe cyose habaga umwami Imana yahamagaye, hakaba n'umuhanuzi iruhande rwe. niko Imana igiye gukora. abayobozi ba Afurika bagiye gukora n'itorero rya Afurika.
Each time when Israel was in a good stand with God, they would be appointed a king and appointed the prophets working together. And this is what's happening in Africa. Prophets working with kings or the presidents.
urugero rugaragara,
For instance,
biragaragara ko igihe cy'umwami Uziya hari umuhanuzi Yesaya.
it seems that during the king Uzziah, there was a prophet Isaiah.
igice cya mbere cya Yesaya kugeza ku cya gatanu turabona ingoma ya Uziya.
Chapter 1 to 5, we see it is in the reign of Uzziah.
igice cya gatanu cya Yesaya turabona hari umwami Yotamu. icyo gihe Yesaya araharakora
On
nawe.
chapter 6, we see that it was on the reign of the king Jotham, and there was also same prophet Isaiah.
igice cya karindwi kugeza ku cya cumi na kane turabona ari ku ngoma y'umwami Ahazi, nanone arakora na Yesaya.
On the chapter 7 to 14, it was during the reign of Ahaz, and they was working with the prophet Isaiah.
igice cya cumi na gatanu kuzageza kuri 38 turabona ingoma ya Hezekiya, kandi arakora na Yesaya.
Between the chapter 15 to 38, it is during the reign of Hezekiah, and he is working with the prophet Isaiah.
uyu munsi mbabwira, umugabane wa Afurika uri murinjira mu gihe gisha. nubwo hari ibintu biwuhiga byinshi, no mu buryo bw'umwuka niko bimeze, ibiduhiga ni byinshi, ariko nanone amahirwe mashya nayo araturindiriye.
Today, Africa continent is entering into a new era with so many challenges. There are new spiritual challenges too, but also new spiritual opportunities waiting for us.
hari ibyo Imana irimo ikora muri ibi bihe.
There are things that God is working in this season.
ubuhunzi bw'abanyafurika Imana yarabukoresheje ngo bige ubwenge mu yandi mahanga, kandi baba misiyoneri iyo bagiye bavuga
The
ubutumwa.
refugee of Africans, God used it to make them a great missionaries wherever they went.
kandi mu bihugu barimo barahigira ubwenge,
And also in the country that they fled to, they are getting knowledge.
ndetse umusaruro bafite bakawuzana kugira ngo babashe guteza imbere
And
Afurika.
their knowledge, they are bringing it to rebuild Africa.
mu ntambara no mu mpfu zacu havuyemo abana b'abakobwa n'abahungu uyu munsi bansemurira icyongereza, kandi batarabaye mu bihugu by'abongereza.
In our death, in the war, we have birth sons and daughters who are interpreting us different languages, although they were not born in those countries.
yego mu isi hazaba amakuba menshi, ariko tugomba gukomera. Yesu wacu yanesheje isi. Yohana 16:33.
In the world, there will be more and more tribulations, but we are to be encouraged, for Jesus has overcome the world. And this is in John 16:33.
nimwizere Yesu. nubwo Afurika irimo ica mu bihiga byinshi, Yesu yanesheje isi.
Believe in Jesus. Although Africa is facing trials and tribulation, Jesus overcame this world.
ariko kandi turashima Imana kubiduhiga,
But we are thankful for the challenges.
kuko ibiduhiga niwo muyaga uzana impinduka mu buzima bwacu, kandi nta muntu ushobora guhagarika izo mpinduka uko yaba ameze.
Because the challenges that we face today are the winds that are bringing us the needed change, and no one can resist that change.
uyu muyaga uzadutegeka kwambuka byanze bikunze aho Imana iduhamagarira kugera.
This wind will force us to cross over to the other side of the divine destiny.
mu gihe burayi ijambo kwambuka ni ijambo bita ivire.
In the Hebrew word, ivory, it means to cross over.
Ivri
Ivory,
niyo havamo ijambo hevare cyangwa se abaheburayo.
the word comes Ivar or Hebrew.
Ivare cyangwa se ivri cyangwa abaheburayo birasobanura ngo nukwambuka.
Ivri or Ivar means to cross over.
Iri jambo ryavuye kuri Abrahamu umunsi yambutse inyanja ya Tigre, uruzi rwa Tigre aje Kanani. Nicyo gihe bavuze ngo ni Iviri, Hebrew cyangwa se umuheburayo.
When Abraham, this came when Abraham was crossing the river of Tigris, crossing to Canaan. This word says Ivir or Ivri.
Hevurayo cyangwa se Hevar, Hebar, Heber, Hever,
or Hever, or
cyangwa se Ever,
Ever
cyangwa se Ivri.
Or Ivri.
Ibyo byose bifitanye isano no kwambuka.
They all means to cross.
Natwe nka Abrahamu abanyafrika tugomba kwambuka muri iki gihe.
Like Abraham, we Africans need to cross over into this new period.
Abrahamu agomba kuba yarumvishe neza ijwi ry'Imana kugira ngo abashe kwambuka aho Imana yamugeneraga kugera.
Abraham should have clearly heard the voice of God for him to cross over.
Hari ibintu bitatu byangombwa Abrahamu yakoze kugira ngo yambuke. Nibyo natwe abanyafrika tugomba gukora kugira ngo twambuke aho Imana duhamagarira.
There are three important things for Abraham to do in order for him to cross, and likewise Africans should do it in order to cross.
Ijambo rya mbere ni ijwi ry'Imana.
First of all was the voice of God.
Abrahamu yumvise Imana ivugana nawe.
Abraham heard the voice of God speaking to him.
Natwe abanyafrika turumva Imana ivuga ngo nimwambuke.
And that's Africans. So today we hear the voice of God telling us to cross over.
Icya kabiri Abrahamu yakoze.
The second thing Abraham did
nukumvira iryo jwi
is to obey the voice of God.
Natwe abanyafrika Imana dusaba kumvira ijwi ryayo.
As Africans, we are and must obey the voice of God.
Ijwi rivuga ngo twambuke.
The voice telling us to cross over.
Tugomba kwemezanya n'iryo jwi.
We must agree to the voice.
Hanyuma tukambuka.
And then cross over.
Aho Imana idusaba kwambuka.
Where God destined us to be.
Aho Imana idusaba kugera.
Where God destined us to go.
Oh, hallelujah.
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 Icya gatatu Abrahamu yakoze natwe tugomba gukora.
Number 3 that Abraham did that we also should do.
Nukuva mu bimenyerewe akinjira mu bitamenyerewe mu bishya.
Is to leave the known or the familiar things to us behind and embrace the new things.
Abrahamu yasize urubyaro rwabo umuryango wabo iwabo ajya mu bintu bishya atarazi.
Abraham left his family, his people, the thing that he was normally used to, and went to the new things.
Tugomba kuva mu bimenyerewe tukinjira mu bishya.
We need to leave the familiar things behind and embrace the new things.
K'abana ba Isirayeli nabo bambuka inyanja itukura.
Like the children of Israel crossing the Red Sea,
dukeneye
we need
gushigikirwa n'Imana.
To God's support or God's intervention.
Abisirayeli kugira ngo bambuke.
For Israel to cross over.
Bagera handi.
To go to another
bava muri
level.
Kanani.
From Canaan.
Hari ibintu bitandatu byakozwe.
6 things took place.
Icya mbere.
Number 1.
Bari bashigikiwe n'Imana.
There were God's intervention.
Ese Afrika Imana yayishigikiye muri uyu mushinga wo kwambuka.
Does Africa being is God supporting or interventing Africa?
Yego.
Yes.
Abisirayeli bagiye kuva mu Giputa.
When Israel was leaving Egypt,
Imana yari intervenye irakora.
God intervened in the midst and worked.
Imana yarakoze.
God worked.
Bageze ku nyanja itukura.
At the Red Sea,
umwanzi yabaturutse inyuma.
The enemy came from the back.
Imbere yabo hari inyanja.
In the front there was the sea.
Iruhande hari imisozi y'ubutayu.
On the side there was a mountain.
Babura iyo baja.
They could not go
muri uwo
anywhere.
mwanya babonye ukuboko kw'Imana.
In the moment they saw God's intervention.
Natwe mu kwambuka.
As well for us when we
turaza kubona Imana ibigiyemo.
We will see God intervening.
Imana iraza kubyinjiramo.
God will intervene.
Hallelujah.
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 Icya kabiri.
Number 2.
kugira ngo Abisirayeli bambuke bari bakeneye ubuyobozi bukomeye.
For Israel to cross they needed a strong leadership. Strong leadership.
Ubuyobozi bukomeye.
Strong leadership.
Mose yari umuyobozi ukomeye.
Moses was a strong leader.
Utarapanikaga.
Who never panicked.
Hari abayobozi benshi cyangwa abagabo benshi.
There are many leaders, many men.
Niwe papa mu nzu.
They are the father at home.
Bumva umuntu arakomanze.
If they hear a knock at the door.
Ngo mada ngo reba umuntu njye mfite ubwoba. Niba wa mugabo ufite ubwoba umudamu n'abana bo biragenda gute?
They will call for the wife or the children to go see the person knocking. If you being the men are fearful, what do you think about the woman, your wife and the children?
Mada.
Women. Go and look at the person knocking.
kuratuma umudamu
You are sending your wife?
wagiye.
Unbelievable. How about you go? You are the
Hari
man.
abandi bayobozi
There are leaders.
iyo akabazo kaje
When the problems come,
niwe upanika wa mbere.
they are the first to panic.
No, umuyobozi
A leader,
agomba kuba strong,
you need to be strong.
agomba gukomera mu mutima.
You need to have a strong heart.
Umuyobozi
A leader
agomba kubaza ibyo arimo.
need to know what they are in.
Mose
Moses
yari umuyobozi ukomeye.
was a strong leader.
Afrika
Africa,
kugira ngo twambuke
for us to cross
dukeneye
over,
abayobozi bakomeye.
we need strong leaders.
Abayobozi bakomeye.
Strong leaders.
Hey!
Hallelujah.
Abayobozi bakomeye
Strong leaders
mu nzego zose,
in all levels,
mu misozi yose,
on the all mountains.
hakenewe ubuyobozi bukomeye.
We need a strong leadership.
Icya gatatu,
Number 3,
Abisirayeli kugira ngo bambuke inyanja itukura bari bakeneye imikorere ikomeye.
for the children of Israel to cross the Red Sea, they needed strong system.
Imikorere ikomeye.
Strong system.
Uzi icyabaye?
Do you know what happened?
Imana yarababwiye ngo
God told them,
sinirirwa mbagenda inyuma ngo mundebe
I'm not going to just follow you so you will look at me
ku manywa
day
cyangwa mu ijuru.
or night.
Mfite izindi occupation.
I have other business to do.
Ndasiga igicu cyanjye
I will leave my cloud.
kizakibayobora ku manywa,
It will lead you in the morning,
Mwijoro.
day, and that night.
inkingi y'umuriro
The burning of pillar
ijya ibayobora.
will lead you.
Nuko Abisirayeli bagiye
That's how the Israelites
ku
crossed.
manywa cyari igicu,
And during the day there was a cloud,
mu ijoro yari inkingi.
and at night a pillar.
Zapresentaga iki?
What did this mean?
Imikorere ikomeye y'ubumana.
A great, strong system, a
Ni
divine
system.
system. of
Kugira ngo
God.
ikintu gikomeye
For something to be strong,
kigomba gukora uhari
it needs to be working while in your presence,
kandi kigomba gukora udahari.
and in your absence, it needs to be working as
Iyo
well.
niyo system.
This is the system.
Upfuye uyu munsi,
If you die
ugiye
today,
uyu munsi,
if you live today,
hagapfa gusa umuntu ariko ntiyapfa imikorere.
a person will be dead, but the works or the system that you establish will be still on.
System.
So the system
System irakomeye.
is strong.
Nta muntu ukomeye kuruta system.
No one is greater than system established.
Imana yashyizeho system.
God established
Afrika
Africa.
kugira ngo wambuke Imana ishaka ukeneye system ikomeye.
For you to cross over to where God destined you to be, you need to have a strong system.
System mu burezi,
System in education,
mu buvuzi,
in the healthcare,
system mu bukungu,
system in economy,
system ku bitangazamakuru,
system in the media,
system mu muryango.
system in the family.
Papa wawe uri mu nzu,
When the father is home,
abana bagakora,
the children will work.
waba utanahari
In your absence,
bagakomeza gukora.
they continue to work.
Abisirayeli bakomeje kugenda,
So Israel continued their journey.
igicu,
Just
hari
the cloud.
system y'igicu
There was a system of cloud
n'inkingi y'umuriro.
and the pillar.
Ubaka system nziza,
So build a strong system.
uzinjira muri destiny yawe.
You will enter into your destiny.
Nk'abana b'Isirayeli bambuka inyanja itukura, natwe dukeneye
Like the children of Israel crossing the Red Sea, we
icya kane,
also
ijwi
need
ry'ubuhanuzi.
a prophetic voice.
Ijwi ry'ubuhanuzi.
A prophetic voice.
Ijwi ry'ubuhanuzi n'ijwi rikwereka aho uri mugana.
A prophetic voice is the voice that directs you to where you need to go.
N'ijwi riguhumuriza.
It's a voice that comforts you.
N'ijwi rikubwira ngo
It's a voice that tells you
dore aho uca,
this is where you need to go.
humura,
Fear not.
ntutinye,
Fear not.
uri mu rugendo,
You are in the journey.
aba ntacyo bazadutwara.
They will not harm you.
Niko Mose yabwiye Abisirayeli
That's what Moses told the Israelites.
ngo turashize,
So we are there.
dore bari
They
inyuma
say,
yacu.
they are right behind us.
Mose arahagarara
Moses stood,
ngo mutuze,
said, be still.
nimuceceke,
Be still.
mutuze.
Be still
mwirebera agakiza k'Imana.
and see the salvation of God.
Iryo ni ijwi ry'ubuhanuzi. Hallelujah.
This is the voice, the prophetic voice.
Iryo jwi ry'ubuhanuzi
So this prophetic voice,
ryabwiraga Abisirayeli
it will tell the
ko
Israelites
batagomba gutinya.
that they should not fear.
Icyerekezo cy'ubuhanuzi,
The direction,
ijwi ry'ubuhanuzi,
the voice of
itorero
prophet,
ry'ubuhanuzi,
the prophetic church,
ubuyobozi bwa
the
gihanuzi
prophetic leadership.
ni ubwereka abantu aho bagana
It is the one that directs people
batitaye ku ruzi ruri imbere yabo.
regardless of the size of the sea before them.
Ni ukukubwira uko ugiye guhaga
It is to tell that you are going to be full
batitaye ku nzara uriho uyu munsi.
despite the hunger that you are facing today.
Ni ukukubwira uko ugiye kwambara
It's to tell you how you clothe tomorrow
batakweretse ubukene bwa none wambaye
despite
ubusa.
the poverty that you are naked today.
Igitekerezo n'iyerekwa gihanuzi
The mindset and the prophetic vision
ni igitekerezo kiguha kwirengagiza uyu mworero ukuri imbere, ahubwo kikakuremera amababa asimbuka ukajya hakurya y'umworera.
it's an idea that helps you to ignore your current state and show you the bright future.
Ibi bintu bitandatu mbabwiye
So these 6 things that I'm telling you
bidufasha kwambuka,
that helps us to cross,
gushigikirwa n'Imana,
to be God's intervention,
ubuyobozi bukomeye,
stronger leadership,
imikorere ikomeye,
strong system,
ijwi ry'ubuhanuzi,
the prophetic voice,
bikurikirana n'icya gatanu,
and number 5, and also the fifth thing,
igitutu cy'umwanzi.
the pressure from the enemy.
Iyo Israeli itagira umwanzi,
Had Israel not the enemy,
baba bararaye ku nyanja itukura,
they would have spent the whole night at the Red Sea,
biga imitwe n'ingute tuzambuka,
trying to come up with a solution to cross over.
babwira Mose ngo ko twavuye gusa kwa Farawo reka twiryamire iruhande rw'iyi nyanja itukura.
Complaining to Moses, since we left Pharaoh behind, let's take a rest here.
Nta matafari tukibyuka dufyatura mu gitondo, turekere twirebera amazi meza y'inyanja itukura.
Since we are not formatting bricks, let us just spend another day here looking at the Red
Ugira ngo
Sea.
baba barahavuye.
Do you think they would have left that place?
Bari bakeneye kubona Farawo aje n'amagari n'abantu bose babakurikiranye ngo babarangize.
They needed to have the pressure from the enemy looking out while seeing Pharaoh following them.
Africa, pressure y'ibihugu bikomeye,
Pressure of the great country
bababwira ngo
that tells them,
akira amafaranga
receive money
ushire ubutinganya mu gihugu cyawe,
and establish homosexuality.
akira amafaranga
Receive money
mukuremo amada mu bihugu byawe,
and establish abortion system in your
nimutabikora
country.
turakata umushahara wanyu,
If
amafaranga y'imfashanyo.
you don't do this, we will stop the support system for your country.
Dukeneye iyi pressure
So we need this pressure
kugira ngo itorero risenge kandi
for the church to pray harder,
ryambuke,
to cross
kugira ngo
over,
amaleta ya Afrika asenge,
for the states, the governments of Africa to
yongera
pray,
atekereze kabiri,
to think twice,
yambuke,
and the crossover.
yibaze
And the question,
kwica umuco wabo no gufata imico yo hanze kubera amafaranga n'iki gikuru.
you'll be able to think, should we ruin our culture and take the money, or should we reject the offer and keep our culture?
Fata umwana wanjye w'umuhungu mubwire kweri ngo ubaye umukobwa,
And take my son and say, you are a girl
mbwire
today.
umukobwa wanjye ngo mwana wanjye ndemeye ubaye umuhungu,
And tell my daughter that today you are a boy
kubera amafaranga.
because of the money?
Oya,
No.
icyo gitutu
This pressure,
kizatuma tuvuga ngo
it will help us
dukeneye ubwigenge,
that we need a freedom.
dukeneye ubwigenge,
We need a freedom.
dukeneye kuva mu gusabiriza,
We need to live begging this nation.
dukeneye kuva mu gutega amaboko yo hanze.
We need depending on the other countries.
Iki gitutu
This pressure,
cyari cya gatanu
it was the fifth
cyatumye
thing
Abisirayeli bambuka.
the Israelites needed to cross over.
Icya gatandatu
Number 6,
bwari ubushake bwabo bwo kubaho.
the will to live.
Baravuze ngo turashaka kubaho,
They say we need to live.
ntidushaka gupfa,
We don't want to die.
byanze bikunze turambuka.
Whether or not we need to
Africa!
cross over Africa,
Dufite ubushake bwo kubaho,
we have a will to live.
ntidufitanye amasezerano n'urupfu,
We have no agreement with death.
ntidufitanye amasezerano no gukenyuka.
We have no contract with the
Mu izina
death.
rya
In
Yesu,
the name of
mu
Jesus,
izina rya Yesu,
in the name of Jesus,
tuzabaho,
we will live.
ntituzapfa.
We shall not die.
Abanyafurika,
Africans,
umva rero,
Lesson.
Ubuhanuzi burindwi
7 prophecies
Imana ifitiye Afrika.
God has over Africa.
Ndagira ngo ubwandike vuba vuba.
I want you to write this quick.
Ariko banza ufate
But I want you to know
ibyo dukeneye mu kwambuka.
that the 6 things that we need in
Gushigikirwa
order
n'Imana,
to cross over, the God's intervention,
ubuyobozi bukomeye,
strong leadership,
imikorere ikomeye,
strong system,
ijwi ry'ubuhanuzi,
a prophetic voice,
kotswa igitutu n'umwanzi,
pressure from the enemy,
ubushake bwo kubaho.
and the will to live.
Ibi bizatuma twambuka.
This will help us to cross over.
Ndavuga namwe nihuta ibintu birindwi bizaba kuri Afrika mu minsi izaza.
With you, I will speak about 7 prophecies to come.
Kandi birajyana n'ibyanditswe.
And these are according to the...
Ubuhanuzi bwa mbere.
Number 1, prophecy.
Afrika izaba leta yunze ubumwe, kizaba igihugu kimwe.
Africa shall be united, shall become one nation.
Afrika izaba leta yunze ubumwe,
Africa shall be united,
igihugu kimwe.
one nation.
Byandike.
Write this down.
Uyu mwanya ndimo mbwiriza.
As I'm preaching today,
Mpagaze muri leta zunze ubumwe za Amerika.
I am standing in the United Nation of America.
Ubu aho ndi.
Today,
Uyu mwanya ndi muri studio
I am in studio
yo muri Hurst.
of Hurst.
Niho ndi uyu mwanya.
This is where I am.
Muri Texas.
In Texas.
Ni leta
It is in the States.
muri leta zunze ubumwe
This is the United States
za Amerika.
of America.
Amaleta 50
50 different states,
yishize hamwe.
they united.
N'uyu mwanya handi
Today, as I'm preaching,
hari ubwo baza babyukana ibisazi ngo bagiye kwiyonkora ngo babe leta ubwayo.
they will wake up one morning saying we need independence.
Ariko ntibabishobora.
But they can't do
Kubera
it.
ubutunzi bafite,
Because of the wealth they
bumva
have,
bakwiyonkora.
they think they can
Ariko
be independent.
ntibabishobora.
But they can't do it.
Amerika igizwe n'amaleta 50.
America is made by 50 states.
Imyaka izagera
So years will come
ubwo Afrika itazitwa Afrika,
where Africa will no longer be called Africa,
izongerwaho
but there will be a name,
ngo leta zunze ubumwe za Afrika.
United States of Africa.
Leta zunze ubumwe za Afrika
United States of Africa.
bizaba
It shall come
muri Ezekiyeli
in Ezekiel
37
37,
15
15
kugeza kuri 22.
to 22.
Ubu ni bwa buhanuzi bwa Ezekiyeli bw'aya magufa.
These are the prophecy of Ezekiel over the bond.
Ariko ku murongo wa 15 na 22
But on the verse 15 and 22,
ngo nuko mwana w'umuntu wishakira inkoni maze uyandikeho uti ni iya Yuda n'iy'Abisirayeli bagenzi be, maze ushake indi nkoni uyandikeho uti ni iya Yosefu inkoni ya Efurayimu n'iy'inzu y'Abisirayeli bose na bagenzi be, maze uzihambiranyemo inkoni imwe kugira ngo zihinduke imwe mu kuboko kwawe, maze igihe abantu b'ubwoko bwawe bazagusobanuza bati mbese ntiwadusobanurira impamvu z'ibyo, uzababwire uti uku niko umwami w'Iteka avuga ngo dore ngiye kwenda inkoni ya Yosefu iri mu kuboko kwa Efurayimu n'imiryango y'Abisirayeli bagenzi be, maze mbashyire hamwe n'inkoni ya Yuda mbagire inkoni imwe, babe umwe mu kuboko kwanjye, kandi inkoni wanditseho zizaba ziri mu kuboko kwawe uri imbere yabo, maze ubabwire uti uku niko umwami w'Iteka avuga ngo dore ngiye kuvana Abisirayeli mu mahanga bagiyemo bateranirize hamwe baturutse impande zose, maze mbazane mu gihugu cyabo bwite, nzabagira ubwoko bumwe mu gihugu kimwe, kandi umwami umwe niwe uzaba umwami wabo. Ntibazongera kuba abatandukanye ukundi, kandi ntabwo bazongera gutandukanywa ngo babe ibihugu bibiri ukundi